For life.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. I'm here to talk wrestling, and I got a good one to talk this time. But before we get off into that, I'd like to say smash that like button and comment down below with whatever you have to say on this topic, and I'll make sure to respond. So let's not waste any more time. Alright, after the Paul Heyman promo with Finn Balor on this past Monday Night Raw, the wrestling world was set ablaze, and there's been this narrative going around that a possible Finn Balor Brock Lesnar match would not be believable in any way. Finn Balor would not be a believable opponent for Brock Lesnar, and that is just the worst lying myth that is going on that I've recently heard throughout the last few weeks or months. Look, before I further dispel this notion that it's not believable, because it's very believable, first let's draw a comparison. Okay, I'm gonna draw a comparison between two guys that have feuded for a very long time. First guy is 6'10", 300 pounds, and the other guy is 6'1", 225 pounds. The first guy is the legendary Undertaker, and the second guy is the legendary Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Now these two have gone at it God knows how long. Maybe it got started in the mid 90s, who knows? And we were just coming out of an era where they were talking about how the little guy wasn't big enough to beat the big guy. And not once from the 90s to the 2000s did I hear anybody say, you know, that Shawn Michaels is not believable enough to beat The Undertaker. And you look at that size difference, and it is worse off than Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar, because Finn Balor is at 5'11", stands at 5'11", 190. Brock stands at 6'3", 265. So we're talking about a 3 inches or so difference between Brock and Balor, a 9-inch difference from Shawn and Taker, and the same weight difference for both. So I don't see the complaints here, and I know good and well that nobody said Shawn was small enough, and this is not believable. So now we have people saying this now, and it just doesn't make sense. I mean, even people wanted Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar, and you know, that's another story for another day. But look, this is believable because, I mean, it's just some people that act like they haven't seen the history of wrestling before, or any combat sport. Like take MMA for example. Sometimes we have fights, or boxing or MMA, wherever you want to go. We have fights where they have two different fighters that have two different styles, and they say, well, if the fight gets to the ground, fighter A will be at the advantage. If both fighters stand on their feet, then fighter B will be the advantage because he can knock out fighter A. And when it comes to a big guy versus a little guy, look, the tried and true method is, if it gets into a slugfest, the big guy is gonna win. But the little guy has a distinct advantage because he can use his speed to outquick the big guy. And that's where we are with Finn Balor. Possibly, if this match goes down, that's where we are with Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar. Finn Balor could very much win a match by outthinking Brock Lesnar, by using his speed against Brock Lesnar. We have all seen the wrestling match where we have the little guy that can't knock down the big guy. He goes off the ropes and he hits him with a clothesline or a drop kick. Big guy stays on his feet. He staggers and he keeps hitting him off the ropes. And eventually throughout the match, he comes off the ropes one last time and he knocks the big guy off his feet to the ground and the crowd explodes. It never fails in any of those matches where they've worked that spot. It has never failed. The crowd always explodes for that. Also, if you want to delve even further into why a Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar match would work, you can have Finn Balor work over a body part. And to this point, Brock Lesnar once had diverticulitis, if I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. And you could have Finn Balor work over the sternum with different stretches or different submissions, and then you could have the announcers point out that the coup de grace would do serious damage to Brock Lesnar because of his condition, because of his former condition. If that's not believable, then I don't know what is. Look, Brock Lesnar can bump around for Finn Balor. Well, let me say that again. Finn Balor can bump around for Brock Lesnar and make it look good. He can take, the suplexes or whatever, and he can lead him in this match. Look, you can't tell me that Finn Balor hitting a suplex, top rope superplex on Brock, or anything. It's wrestling. It could be believable. Any power move that you want to bring out, if he hits it on Brock Lesnar, it's believable. So I just don't get this narrative that, Finn Balor and Brock Lesnar it's silly or it's not a believable match. And to go to the ending, you could have to where I'm going to be careful about saying the ending that I would have to this match because it could very well play out in my predictions. I won't say exactly what would happen, but you can make a case where Brock Lesnar doesn't lose clean, and he loses because of outside interference or anything. He gets hit with a chair or anything like that. You put the chair on his sternum and Finn Balor does the coup de grace on the chair. That's believable for sure. And that way you protect Brock while making a star out of Finn Balor. And look, if we go that way, I have no problems with it. This match is more than believable. I don't see where people are coming from with this logic. And look, I'd look forward to a Finn Balor Brock match.